What's good? What's good? What's goody? Now you can do it.
Calling all barbs, calling all barbs.
What's good? What's good? What's goody? You already know it's the Dawn with Jay right here, you dig? And this video is finna be, what are you talking about again?
Dumb things that are normalized in society.
Right. Yeah. Because, you know.
Put that exclamation on the dumb.
Like,
we got food here. That's what I'm more excited about.
I got chicken pad thai. You know, no vegetables. I'm not about that life.
No. And I got, what did I get? Fried rice. Chicken fried rice. That's from Pad. Chicken fried rice pad thai. I think. I don't know.
Chicken Thai fried rice.
That. We got us some calamarions for those who are into that.
They OD'd with the peanuts. Yeah, they did.
This is what I'm working with. Nom. Alright.
You can't forget about the drinks. Look at my thing. What?
I used to work at a tea shop, and it just opened my taste buds to tea, because before that I wasn't a big tea drinker. But yeah, now I love bubble tea, and anytime I see lychee or bubble teas or whatever,
I don't drink the milk ones. That's a no-go.
Oh, I'm drinking passion fruit jasmine tea with green apple boba and lychee.
If she wanted me, she should have just asked. I don't see why she had to drink the tea. Right here. I don't even care about the food. Honestly, I'm more so into the tea.
Period.
Can I try some of that?
My tea? Why?
Because I want to see if it tastes good.
You literally say you don't want no tea because you don't drink it.
I want to try one of those little bubbly things.
This is what you do every time. And then she be like, oh, that's
Why would I order my own if I don't know if I'm gonna like it?
That's not bad.
Listen, this is what I got. I just got a, regular vanilla milkshake. Because, quality. You're blocking me. I'm talking rude.
Look at that. Look at that
like
extra, John. For me, you have to get the extra. And that big boy, that big body.
That's not bad. And I told him not to make the jasmine tea too strong.
They was mad hyped to see us in that store. Shout out to them.
Yo, that's good. That's good.
Can I try?
Damn, bro.
No, that's
They got
good.
me. And they're right there. They're 2 blocks away. They didn't even know they was here this whole time.
This was a good idea.
No, I don't always eat with chopsticks. Am I like a professional? No. Do I do my thing? Yeah.
This is good. This is like...
That's enough. You see how she be just sipping away?
I'm just trying to...
Just sipping away of my drink.
First of all, that's a whole galley right there. So, second of all...
You know what's right? I got the green apple bowl.
I knew she was going to freaking ask me for some. Okay, I knew she was going to ask me for some. Because if you want to know, this is what she does, people.
Let me put my... Oh. Let me put my lemon.
This calamari is good.
Ooh.
It's not a lemon, that's a lime.
Oh, lime, lemon, same difference. That's what people say, right? Same difference.
Same difference.
First topic, what we doing?
Now we're jumping into this.
Do you have something else you wanna?
Yeah, no, I'm just I'm here to eat and chat.
Actually,
Mostly
yeah, we
eat.
do have something to say.
Make sure y'all comment down below what y'all eating or ate that day while y'all watching this video or whatever. You know what I mean?
What do you
know what I mean?
crave?
When you know what I say, when you know what I mean, when you know what I say.
What do you crave when you know you don't want to leave the house but you want food? Yes.
Have you ever tried what we're eating before? Because chicken pad thai is mad good. Some people like it because it's sweet, but it's mad good.
These calamari are not good too. I wish they were like crispier, but we probably should have opened the containers.
I honestly forgot we have fried food. You know how I give it up.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all subscribe to this channel. We
Click
love
that bell.
We're going to keep coming with it. And we hope you enjoyed this episode. Click back, go in our archive. Get some laughs in. You did?
The first dumb thing that's normalized in society that I personally want to talk about is for some reason, like, grown people stink, then that's okay. Deodorant, soap, water. At least use the opportunity when it rains. Take a bird bath. I don't know.
I personally feel like after 2020, it's like, what are you doing still? Like, why is it that I'm walking down the block and like more than 5 people have on no mask? Why is it that she's coming back from making money out here? It seems like people just coughing in the ear. Like, what is going on? Y'all just wanna die?
Yeah, that's the normalization. It's just bad hygiene. Like, I don't know if that's something you're supposed to be taught in school or taught in your home, but sweetie,
Wash your hands when you come out of that freaking bathroom. Not when you come out, before you come out. It's needed, especially in these times. Because other people are fearful of what you're doing. So just make other people comfortable by washing your hands. People hear when you use them every time. I could go on for days upon days upon days. Yankee Stadium, young but basic Kanye.
and with that, the next one. Oh, real quick. If you're not going to take care of your hygiene for other people, do it for yourself. Because how you treat your current vessel is how it's going to sustain itself. So, what do you think's going to happen when you, like, just touching things, touching your face, not really washing things, not just taking care of yourself? Like, can you really feel good after like a week of not brushing your teeth? I'm not saying there's people out here, but there's probably people out here.
There probably are, because I'll be watching these movies I used to like back in the day, and I just be telling the driver, like, yo, what happened to their teeth? Like,
Just stay in someone's mouth.
they probably got they must have had to get their stuff done, because they don't look like that now. Okay? To each his own. Take care of your teeth. Gingivitis is real.
Gingivitis.
He's always burping in the camera.
And I always say, excuse me.
These don't feel good. I'm not fucking with this.
Would you have to just spray your crumbs all over the floor? Sorry. Look at this. Dumb normality in society that we must, or that has been tolerated. Number 2. Why is it that amidst a global pandemic, there are people out there, not all, there are some, enough, I would say, that, you know, still, like, view the week as, let me work, grind, and then Saturday, or Friday, Saturday, and sometimes Sunday, depending on how that Monday's looking,
Even though they're home.
all they can look forward to is drinking or partying, which when people are excited about partying, it's because they're excited about the drinking aspect. So, yeah. Yeah.
Most of the time, yes. And there's those that just like to dance. You can even argue that people need human touch. Okay? Fine. But every weekend, people will party every week. So you're trying to tell me you'd rather be with people you party with instead of people you know personally in a time like this? I just don't get it.
And don't get me wrong, like, I'm almost always down to, like, party. Like, I'm always asking her to party with me. You should see her face and her responses. So don't get me wrong. But
Our definition of parties is two different things.
it is, because that's the whole issue here, is that when people are ready to partay, it only means one thing. I can't wait to get more.
Green tea.
All I'm going to say to wrap up this particular reoccurrence in society is that for the people who love their little Corona at the end of the night, love a shot, you know, to ease their way into the night, or while they watching their shows, or sipping on something while they doing something, you know? Do not be a hypocrite when it comes to people who either medically or recreationally want to enjoy their Mary Jane. You feel me, dog? Okay.
Oh, we taking it there?
I mean, real quick, if you want to say something else, go ahead.
Cannabis is a medicine. People use it for all sorts of things. You can have cannabis without hemp. One gets you high, the next does not. It actually takes care of your body and your immune system.
Yeah. Honestly,
So-
this is... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
If you don't know what I'm talking about, I mean CBD, CBDA, CBD, and there's all types of different ones. So figure out what they all are before you judge. Because you know what? It might save your life. It might make you feel like you're 14 again. Okay? For all of y'all arthritis people out there. Alright? I have my own back problems. Do not put down CBD or marijuana or cannabis. I'm trying not to say marijuana anymore because there's like a stigma around that word. But so
It shouldn't be, because marijuana, weed, Mary Jane, cannabis, whatever, however you want to say it to it. But that language is actually very important when it comes to legislature. So that's that. And also, just to wrap up this little part of the video, alcohol is a poison.
alcohol is a drug. Cannabis is not. Opioids is a drug. Cannabis is not.
Okay, moving forward.
Why are you looking forward to drinking? Because it's like, when you really think about it, people can really suffer from depression, as I do at random moments, which I hate. But it's like, there's so many people in this world that have to smoke cannabis in order to get off of opioids and other things like heroin and such and such.
It really is healing.
All of you that do psychedelics as well, kudos to you. I cannot step out of my body and not know what's going on and me being aware of every little thing. If that's what your thing is, it is what it is. I just don't do it anymore. So there's no judgment.
Yeah.
We're
Okay.
just trying to elevate our peoples.
And also not inject ourselves with poisons consciously.
Go do something that makes you happy instead of going to the bar to buy liquor or going to this corner store to buy liquor. Like, there's games you can play. There's, I don't know, other things you can do.
So, with that, we're going to move on to the next very annoying and dumb normality we must tolerate in this current society is people just always being on their phone, like literally at every point of every second of the day. So that means if I'm sitting with someone having dinner, lunch, breakfast, whatever the case may be, and they're just like this.
Talking about me.
Yeah, I am. So
All I have to say, everything is about content, and that's why I'm on my phone all the time, opposed to everyone else. I'm not really sure why they're on their phone 24/7. Like, you can actually go on social media and see that people really don't ever come off of it. They like live their lives on social media. I personally get tired of holding my phone in my hand because, as I said, I have background, shoulder problems, skateboard accident, blah blah blah. So it's really tiring for me to hold my hand up all the time because it then hurts everything back there. I'm on the internet a lot. I am. But it's for good reasons and for our brand.
I think I want to kind of narrow the scope, because I don't care if you're on your phone. If you want to live your life just entirely through your phone, do it. Have fun. It's more like when you know you're with someone else and it's like, what am I supposed to do now? Do I just stare at you staring on your phone? Or I just now awkwardly just force myself to be in my phone because you're in your. And I'm not just talking about Risa because she's not that bad.
I would complain more like bedtime because I'd be wanting to have FaceTime, but that's another topic.
Yeah, it's just like, come on, bro. I've been in situations where I'm supposed to be eating with someone and then they get a text or a notification and it's just, it's a tunnel vision. And I'm like, wow, like, can I have a sip now?
What I say to that is,
another thing is, does anyone else just get super territorial about like someone just looking at what they're doing? Because I don't think I do, but she does. And I'm just like, sis, you're on 1 or 3 platforms.
she's literally like, I could be, hold this.
So we have watching something or whatever, we're watching something. And
I'm
I'll be
nosy.
on my phone, probably posting a story or something like that. And she's doing her hair next to me. And all I can feel is just her hand go like this. So it's like that feeling.
What is there to look at? You get what I'm saying? Like, I guess it's past trauma of being blamed that people don't have access to my phone.
I just feel like it's just like what are you being nosy for? I'm doing nothing. So it might be just past trauma.
Yes, because I just want to say, not even in rebuttal, but just to like give some clarity on where I'm coming from. It's like,
I'm just genuinely nosy. I'm really not
I
searching
know that
for-
also annoys me. So
but yes, I could be over here doing my hair, and then I'm like, something catches my eye, because that's what usually happens, and then I just glance over, and I
I don't think, like, it's not like I'm then trying to, like, take the phone and take over, because that's not what's happening. I'm just looking. And I just be like, damn, shorty, I see you just making a story.
you know what really grinds my gears though? When she literally watches to see exactly what I type out. Like, I could be typing something and then delete something because I don't know exactly how I want to say it or how to spell something. And she will literally watch me delete that, to type something else, to delete it, to type it out. I'm like, yo, really?
If she would just ask me how to
I
spell
don't want to
something.
actually, I want to do it on my own.
Here we are. What should we do in these situations?
Yeah, comment below. Give us some advice on how we can fix these irritations that we have.
Don't let her fool you. She's literally playing video games on her iPad most of the day. Don't let her download a new game.
Listen, y'all want me to be on Twitch out here? Y'all want me to be a streamer? I'm out here. I gotta rack up my credentials. I gotta rack up my expertise. And then y'all catch me. How about that?
Yeah. You're gonna have a little something coming from her soon enough.
soon enough.
Wow. Why is silence so awkward?
I personally don't think silence is awkward. And honestly, for people who do think silence is awkward, that's something internal. Because if you can't just be quiet, when you're constantly trying to make noise or make conversation and all these different things, like that in itself is awkward to me. Especially when you're not a great conversationalist. I don't want to talk about politics. I don't want to talk about Corona. Like, what else you got to talk about? Those are the only two things you can draw up really quickly. Just stay silent. It'll be best for me. But I think it's also saying, like, when a person is just silent, they are awkward. Like, no, they're probably just observing everything and making those mental notes that are necessary in life.
I think that silence is needed, especially for people that just grew up in a bunch of noise and work in a bunch of noise and just live with people that just make a bunch of noise for no reason at whatever time of day. So people that just suffer from so much noise all the time, they need that. They need that at the end of the day or in the early in the morning. I guess it's needed.
So this fly that's in here, y'all, we're gonna kill it, slaughter
It's going
it,
to die.
murder it, cremate it.
It's
Not
done.
cremate it, but
Its essence will no longer exist in this plane.
drown it. I don't know, something, but we're gonna do it.
It's crossed the line.
I don't even understand how flies got in here. Anyways,
What was I saying?
People who live in a lot of noise need the quiet.
It just makes me anxious or Maybe because I just think to myself, why isn't anyone saying anything?
Yeah. But I think that in itself is why people think silence is awkward. Like, because, like, say for me, like, growing up, I've always just preferred, not to say that I prefer to talk to myself, but, like, my thoughts are typically more entertaining than the words that come out of a lot of people's mouths. Because I'm either secretly, like, just checking out things that other people aren't checking out, or I'm just, like, thinking about, like, whatever the event is ahead. I just love silence because it really just lets me just communicate with thyself, and thyself is amazing. And if you don't love thyself, then
Meditation is key.
you might not enjoy the silence. So the key is love thyself, and the silence will be
Raise your
great.
vibration.
Yeah.
Connect with the universe. That's not a joke. A lot of you may never have heard me say these things, and that's probably because I don't really talk.
The more you know, the less you say, and that's some real ish.
Where I read that somewhere. No lie. No lie.
No lie. And to wrap this joint up, the last kind of dumb normality, not being direct. And I think like that's that's like an overarching theme, I would say. Well, I feel like everything that we mentioned is some form of pacification for something else. Like if you're taking care of your hygiene is because like, you don't want to like actually confront the things that are bothering you. Because someone who doesn't shower, they don't not shower just because they think not showering is cool. There has to be something more to that, especially if they have the means to shower. You just don't want to address something. Same thing with like being on your phone all the time. Like so much easier to just go off into the virtual world instead of actually having to interact with someone. Same thing with talking too much and just assuming that silence is awkward. If you were more direct with yourself and the things that you just need to reflect on instead of just always trying to project, and I don't know.
I don't think people are trying to project though.
When they're talking, I feel like...
Oh, I thought you meant people that want silence.
No. I'm talking about like the reason why people think silence is awkward. So it's like, it's because they're not direct with themselves. Like they rather keep talking, but that chatter isn't anything. Like it's just noise.
For me, it's more so, I personally need people to be more direct, because if you say one thing, that's what I'm going to expect, not what you thought you said in your head and this, that, and there has been many times where I've had conversations with people and they say one thing and then I'll rebuttal and then let them know what they say is contradicting or like just weird in a sense, and then they will just try to argue with me that it's not and still make them sound more contradicting. So I need people to be more blunt and more observing and aware of their thoughts and their words that roll off their tongue, because words hurt. So yes, we want your opinion, just to have a open mind when it comes to what you're about to say to someone. The lie is going to hurt that person more than the truth. The effects of the truth, you telling them the truth, will do in the long run. And I'm telling you this from personal experience. Why not just be upfront and more direct? You might find out that those people are really the people that we should be hanging out with, or really the people that you should be friends with.
Not to the point where they're calling you fat and all these other things, or bony or other things, or blacky or some shit, stupid shit like that. Just have people that's going to keep behind what you're doing dumb shit, or when you're doing something that's just like blasphemy or anything like that.
I think with not being direct is very easy, because going back to the other thing is having so much noise. If you don't know what you want, you can't be direct, and that's really the case in point with a lot of things. If you can't articulate what you need or what's missing or whatever the case may be, you're gonna go around in circles because you can't actually pinpoint it. But say in the instance where you know what you want to say and you just don't say it for whatever reason, that's usually the time when you need to be direct. Because that's the only way you grow in relationships, is when you actually give yourself the space to be honest.
Well, one time I fixed the dang on camera to cut her body off again. Next, you don't want to be in the video. I don't get it. My bad.
The little things in society that irritate you. Not irritate you.
If things irritate you in society, drop it down in the comments. We want to know Like, what's your pet peeve? You know what I'm saying? Like, mine personally is people being too close, like on a train, all of that stuff. If you feel like that, just talk about it, chat about it. Let's open up a discussion, like, you know, the YouTubers say. So open up a discussion in the comments,
Real
y'all.
quick, I have one, and this might be a very debatable or unpopular. I wasn't done, but anyway.
This is my.
Anyways, you're in an elevator and someone decides to join your elevator ride. Do you have to say hi to them? Do you? Or can you just stand there and you're silent? I guess you can tell who's the antisocial one.
It's definitely not her. Yo, we finna go kill this butterfly. We out here. You already know, like, comment, subscribe on this John. It's what it is, the Dawn and
Big Jen.
in the blue like, yeah, in the blue like, yeah, in the blue like,